So, in a world that's just completely being reshaped by AI, what skills do you actually need to get ahead? That's the big question we're diving into today, and we're going to use the International Baccalaureate Learner Profile as our guide. It's a surprisingly powerful blueprint for the future.
Look, it's the kind of question that keeps all of us up at night, right? Students, parents, teachers, everyone's wondering the same thing. And it turns out the International Baccalaureate has a really compelling answer that's been in the works for decades.
Okay, so first things first, what is the IB Learner Profile? Well, it's way more than just a list of traits you're supposed to have. It's really the core philosophy, the very DNA that drives the entire IB approach to education.
Yeah, and I want you to forget all those buzzwords you see on school posters for a minute. This isn't just about that. Think of it more like a blueprint, a guide for building not just a good student, but a truly well-rounded global citizen who's ready to tackle whatever the world throws at them.
And you know, this blueprint, it isn't some new idea they just cooked up. It's got a pretty rich history. It actually started way back in 1997 with the youngest kids, and by 2006, it had become the absolute heart of every single IB program. And what's crucial is that it's always being updated to stay relevant.
All right, so here they are, the 10 core attributes. You've got everything from being principled and open-minded to being a risk-taker and reflective. Each one is a vital piece of the puzzle. And when you put them all together, you get this amazing, holistic guide for growth, both in school and, just in life.
But, and this is the key takeaway for today, while all 10 of these are super important, the world we live in now, with AI and global connection everywhere, it's made a select few of these traits absolutely critical for success.
So let's jump right into the first two, which I kind of think of as modern-day superpowers, being an inquirer and a thinker.
I mean, think about it. The whole game has changed. We've gone from the quiet, dusty library stacks and solo work to this wild world of AI-powered research, collaborating with people on the other side of the planet, and using data to constantly get better.
So, being an inquirer today, it is a whole different ballgame. It's not about finding information anymore. Let's be real. AI can do that in a split second. The real skill is questioning that information, spotting the biases, and learning how to use AI as a creative partner, not a crutch that does the work for you.
Okay, so we've got inquirers and thinkers. Next up, let's look at how being open-minded and principled have taken on this whole new level of importance in our digital world.
This is so fascinating. Open-mindedness isn't just some vague feel-good idea. It translates into a real-world skill called cultural intelligence, or CQ. It's way more than just being polite. Just imagine you're on a global team project. Someone with high CQ doesn't just present their own ideas, they actually get why their teammate from the Netherlands is so focused on water management while another from Brazil is all about deforestation. That right there is CQ in action, and it turns different perspectives into a massive creative advantage.
And that global mindset goes hand in hand with being principled. But the very definition of being principled has had to evolve, right? It's not just about not peeking at your neighbor's test paper anymore. It's about navigating the really tricky ethical minefield of AI and online collaboration. And this simple framework right here, it's a total game changer for how to think about this. The idea is to treat AI like your brainstorming partner, maybe a personal tutor, but never the author of your work. You use it to make your own thinking better. You always double-check what it tells you, and you always give credit. That's how you use these incredible tools with total integrity.
All right, that brings us to the fifth and final essential trait. And honestly, this one might just be the most powerful of them all, because it's kind of the glue that holds everything else together. We're talking about the art of being a reflective learner.
And you can see from this model, it's not just a checklist, right? You don't just tick off inquirer and move on. These attributes all work together. They're interconnected. They create this powerful cycle of inquiry, then action, then reflection. It's a true engine for learning.
So, this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do you actually move from just cramming for an exam to truly learning? Well, the secret has a name. It's called metacognition. It's basically the skill of thinking about your own thinking, of understanding how you learn best.
And the cool thing is, you can actually build a toolkit for this. By using these evidence-based techniques, you can seriously take control of your own learning. You can analyze your performance, set really clear goals, actually use the feedback you get, and even build a digital portfolio to see how far you've come. It's how you go from being a passive student to an active, strategic learner. Okay, so let's put it all together. What does this all mean for you? How do you actually use these 5 essentials, inquirer, thinker, open-minded, principled, and reflective, to really get an edge?
You know, Yaz el-Hakim put it perfectly. He said, your curiosity as an inquirer fuels your thinking. Your open-mindedness expands it. Your principles give it direction. And then your reflection just makes it sharper and sharper over time. It's exactly that. They're not separate skills you learn in a vacuum. It's one powerful integrated toolkit.
And look, at the end of the day, this goes so far beyond just getting good grades or getting into a great university. This is about setting yourself up for a lifetime of learning, of adapting, of leading in a world that is just constantly changing. It's about developing that adaptable, ethical intelligence that our future really, really needs.
So there you have it. The blueprint for the modern learner is right in front of you. The only question left is, which part are you going to start building first? The future is yours.